So, you tapped on this to talk about finances, right? Welcome to the Tapping Within podcast. And in a world where everyone is offering different advice, you got people who've amassed millions telling us to short this stock or be bullish on another. And the question everyone wants solved is, where do I put my money to make more money? In this episode, we brought on the counsel of Ikonn, a serial entrepreneur who at the age of 34 has co-founded two successful online businesses, one being Luxxy Hair, which was acquired for millions of dollars, and the other being Intelligent Change, the company who produces tools such as the 5-Minute Journal with over 400,000 copies sold and recommended by experts from the likes of Tim Ferriss. We're bringing you this bite-sized wisdom clip directly from a fireside chat we had with him at Live Beyond Mexico in May 2021. Stick around till the end for more details on how to get direct access to world-class experts and get your personalized questions answered by people with real-world experience and success. David Gamboa, founder of Live Beyond, kicked off the chat with Ikonn with this special question. Stay tuned.
This is something I saw on your Instagram 2 days ago, and I loved the answer. So I wanted to share that with the group. Somebody asked you, in this world where cryptocurrency, NFTs, everything's like, where do I invest? Somebody asked you, hey, where should I invest? And you answered something. I don't know if you're going to say the same thing, but let's see. What would you recommend people investing today?
Obviously, my answer is invest in yourself. And what you guys are doing now in this group today is investing in yourself, right? By going to these type of events, of learning, of being around other people, you're investing in yourself. And I think a lot of people right now in the current times of the bubble, they're like, oh, these guys are making so much money and I'm missing out. Yeah, you could have, should have, right? You didn't. So let's not go there. Let's focus on what's in your control. And what's in your control is what you're doing for yourself and for your future, as we discussed. And by investing in yourself, by actually building these things that we spoke about, the daily habits that you're doing, the gratitude, especially if I just did this other day, I looked about, I'm like, okay, what can I do in the next 10 years? I just turned 34. In 10 years, I'm going to be 44. In the last 10 years, I did incredible things. And I did them by actually investing in myself in these small little things of that we discussed today, like gratitude, like this productivity stuff, focusing on the important stuff, the rocks. It really doesn't take a lot to do a lot. And it's counterintuitive, but I think a lot, that's another idea. I just recommended as well on my feed is the book Big Leap by Gay Hendricks. And there he talks about, a lot of us have this idea of like, oh, be successful, it has to be a struggle. I have to work hard, all that stuff. Actually, like I in a way have proved it myself too, is that yes, there's points that you have to work hard, but there's also points where it's very effortless. And the way you do that is by doing these incremental things that don't look like they're a big deal. So like I said, being grateful in the morning seems small, but over time, that attitude just amplifies, tremendously, because, more people want to do business with you. They want to hang around with you because you're appreciative, you're grateful. Like I said, and that's investing in yourself. You invest in yourself by having that habit. You invest in yourself by I do a 7-minute workout. Some people laugh at it. You're like, it's a 7-minute workout. That's, I every day in the morning, because what happened, a lot of times I would try to do these big workouts and I would fail a lot of times. So I'm like, hey, I'm going to start small. I'm just going to do a 7-minute workout every day. And I've been super consistent with it because it's easy. And I'm actually getting progress. I look at myself, I'm like, whoa, I'm actually fairly fit. I look great. I feel great. Perfect. That's the result that you want. And BJ Fogg, which is another psychologist kind of in the space, one of the things he speaks about is that if you want to create a habit, start small. Meaning you want to start flossing your teeth tomorrow or today, floss one tooth. Don't try to be like flossing all your teeth, just one tooth. And that's how I feel with a lot of in investing in yourself. Start small, and same thing, whether it be you want to invest even into markets or the business, start small and gradually work yourself up. So same thing, you what it be, you want to read, some people are like, I want to read a book a month. Read one book this year, right? I'm just saying if you're just starting out, or listen to one book every quarter, whatever that your thing is, but actually set more realistic things and don't try to be, actually a big visionary or thinker to try, I'm going to be a millionaire this year. Most likely you won't. Like when we created, now speaking about, selling 1 million 5-minute journals, did I start the business and say I'm going to sell 1 million 5-minute journals? I actually didn't. We said, let's print 1,000 of these. Let's sell them, see what happens. Like when we started our first business, which, like I said, made millions of dollars. Did I say I'm going to make millions of dollars? No, I said I want to make $1,500 a month. Because that's what at the time I was getting from government benefits. So what I'm trying to say is investing in yourself and building habits and being realistic and not pessimistic. I'm just be like realistic of, hey, if I do this, it'll be great. Because what happens, a lot of people, they set these unrealistic expectations of themselves, of their relationship or whatever, and either they never do it or they get disappointed. So I'm more in regards to thinking of start small and just keep doing it. As long as you do that, invest in yourself and keep consistent daily action, that's once again how you compound stuff and how you actually do things. And then relating that to, finance and building wealth, it's the same thing. It's just like you build into your business, you invest, you do more, you build up, you hire one person, you hire a second person, you launch another product. But you never, you don't, it's not overnight. A great saying, Rome wasn't built in a day, and it's true. And do that to yourself, because I think a lot of people, where they disappoint themselves is that they're too hard on themselves, and they expect too much of themselves, and they compare themselves because you go on my social media, you go on Kardashian's social media, and you're like, oh, that sucks, and you're like, I'm miserable, because you're comparing. So stop comparing to other people's lives and actually start, that's one thing, that appreciation, that gratitude, and investing in yourself in that way. And also by going to these events, being around like-minded people, you're reiterating to yourself that it's possible. Because what happens in a lot of the world, as we're seeing now, what you guys are doing, being in a room, especially in the Western world, is looked down upon. Like, oh, you're traveling and you're doing stuff. But screw that. You guys are actually raising your vibrations. You're thinking about towards the future. You're creating the future, and that's investing. Yeah. So, yeah.
Thank you, Alex. And that's the question. That's the answer I thought you would do. So thank you. So I'll open it for the people. I'm pretty sure they have some questions. So anybody?
When the external world gets chaotic, invest in yourself. When you don't know where to look or where to go next, tap in within. That's the ethos of this podcast, and a big shout out to Alex Ikonn for sharing his wisdom with us. As I said in the beginning, Alex joined us for a live virtual chat during our week-long educational remote work experience at Live Beyond Mexico. These are the types of conversations that you will absorb during these trips, full of inspiration, goosebumps, and a newfound clarity in your life's path. You'll also get the chance to ask personalized one-on-one live questions to experts of this caliber. We'll be selling out our next destinations to close out 2021 soon, so head over to our website www.livebeyond.global to secure your spot now. You can also tap that link in description. And that's it for today, family. Have a kick-ass start to your week and go beyond.